Okay, this video is to try and help you with your maths lesson today. I know some of you find it a bit tricky, but that's fine, that's what I'm here for. So this is from question 1. I'm going to have a shape here, and it says number of sides first. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can write, hopefully, ooh. 6 up here. Okay, number of triangles. So I'm going to start from one of the vertices here. So I'm just going to draw across, and you can see I've made a triangle there. Okay, 3-sided shape. So I need to do another 3-sided shape. So if this is one side and this is one side, I can go straight across. Ooh. To make another triangle. Okay, and then that's going to be another side, that's going to be another side. So I can go straight across to make another triangle. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles in my hexagon. Okay, so I've got 4 times 180. A quick way to do this is 4 times 18. Remember, if you double one side, you can half the other, so it's the same as 8 times by 9. 8 times by 9 is 72. So 8 times by 90, because we had 180 not 18, equals 720. So that equals 720. So the sum of the interior angles of a hexagon is 720 degrees. There you go, try to draw a little circle there. Okay, this is question 2. So they've given you some shapes, they've given you some information down here. So this is number of sides and it says 6. This is number of triangles and it says 6. And this says sum of interior angles and it's given you 1800 degrees. So let's look at our pentagon. So number of sides in a pentagon. That's 5. And they actually used a pentagon in your question 1. So it said a pentagon had 3 triangles. Ooh, that's a bit of a big 3. So 3 times 180 is the same as 6 times 9, so it's 540. Okay. I'm actually going to go to this one next because I'm going to follow the number of sides if I can. So number of sides, if it's got 6 sides, it's going to be a hexagon. Okay, so I've got a hexagon. And we've just done this question on the other one. So we know the sum of the interior angles in a hexagon is 720. And we also discovered it had 4 triangles. So I'm going to put that in as well. Okay. I'll just put this bit out. So in a 4-sided shape, the angles equal 360. In a 5-sided shape, that equals 540. In a 6-sided shape, that equals 720. Okay, each time I'm adding 180. So in a 7-sided shape, if I add 180, so I add 80 first, that takes me to 800. Add another 100, it takes me to 900. If I had an 8-sided shape, I need to add 180 again, so I'm going to add my 100 this time. So 900 add 100 is 1000, and then I need to add my 80 on, so 1080. In a 9-sided shape, I'm going to add 180 on again, so 80 add 80 is 160, so that's 260, so I added my 100 on. In a 10-sided shape, I'm going to add another 180 on, so 260 add 80 is going to be 340, add the other 100 is 1440. I'm running out of room. In an 11-sided shape, I'm going to add another 180. So 440 add 80 is going to be 520. Add your 100 will be 620, so 1620. And then a 12-sided shape, I'm going to add my 180. So 620 and 80 is 700, add my other 100, and I'm on 1800. Okay. So a 4-sided shape has 2 triangles. A 5-sided shape has 3 triangles, and you just add one more every time. Okay, so using this quick table I've just done on the side, we can start filling in some of these boxes. So I've got a number of triangles here, which is 6. So if I go down number, so it's got to have 8 sides, and its interior angles are going to be 1080. Okay, I've also got a 1800 here, and that matches that. So number of sides is going to be 12. Number of triangles is 10. Okay, so we've got just a few blanks left. So a nonagon, I know, is a 9-sided shape. So if I go down the side here, it's going to have 7 triangles. Its internal angles are going to be 1260 degrees. Oh, that's disappeared. Where's that disappeared? Let's put that on for you. And then I've got a decagon here. A decagon has got 10 sides. So if we go down this, it will also have 8 triangles, and its internal angles will be 1440 degrees. Oh, I don't like that 0. 1440 degrees. Okay, then I've got an 8-sided shape, and an 8-sided shape, 16, is an octagon. I'm sure you know that. Okay, and then I've got a 12-sided shape, which is a dodecagon. Font's always massive. Let's try 16. Dodecagon. So it's got 12 sides, 10 triangles, and the sum of the interior angles is 1800. Okay, so Danny's done some working out here. And it says, do you agree with Danny explain your answer. So she's got this shape, she's tried to work out triangles all over the place. But my first step is going to be to count how many sides my shape actually has. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got an 8-sided shape. If we look at our chart, we've said an octagon, an 8-sided shape, has 6 triangles. Now Danny's got triangles going all over the place on this one. Okay, I don't think I can draw an octagon. I can. Okay, so I've got an octagon. I'm going to try and draw the triangles properly. So that's going to give me a triangle. Okay, 3 sides. So that I can have this one as one side, and that's another side. So that's another triangle. And I can keep going round. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 triangles. If we look at our chart from before, there's an octagon, 8 sides, 6 triangles, it's 1080. Okay, so Danny is, oh, it's huge font again. Danny is incorrect because in an octagon there are 6 triangles. 6 times 180. I don't have a little degrees button. 6 times 180 equals 1080. Therefore, the internal or interior, if you'd like to use that one, angles in an octagon are sum to 1080. I'll have to do it with a little pen. Degrees. Stop. Okay, the next question, we've got Rosie, Amir and Eva. This is Rosie. She said, I've split my polygon into 4 triangles. What polygon has Rosie drawn? If I look at the chart, got a number of triangles. We need to have 4. So 4 is a hexagon. Okay. So Polly's triangle, not Polly, Rosie's polygon is a hexagon. Doesn't need a capital, it's just a common noun. It's a hexagon. Okay. You can see that, hopefully. So I've got what? Oh, I don't want that tool. I've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's Rosie's polygon. Right, Amir says the sum of the interior angles of my polygon is 1080 degrees. What polygon has Amir drawn? So let's go back to the chart. Looking for 1080 here, which is our octagon. Okay, so Amir's drawn an octagon. I'll just show you that on the shape. We've just done one of these, but I'll show you again. Try and do a red line. So, oh, that's way too thick. I'll stick to the black. Can I change the colour? Ah, yeah, right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 180 is 1080. Next question. Right, each compound shape is made up. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's not going very well, is it? Okay. Each compound shape is made up of regular polygons. Now this bit's really important. Okay. If it's regular, all sides and interior angles are going to be the same. This only works if it's regular. So each compound shape is made up of regular polygons. Work out angle Y in each case. Right. First step is you should know that in a square, just off the top of your head, each angle is going to be 90 degrees. Okay, and that's shown by a little square. So each angle is going to be 90 degrees. Now this shape has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. If I go to my chart before, and there it is. 6-sided shape is a hexagon. The sum of the interior angles for a hexagon is 720. Just going to make a note of that. So all of the internal angles add up to 720. Now I have 6 interior angles in my shape, so my 720 needs to be divided by 6. Okay, so 6, how many 6s in 7? You have 1 and you have 1 remaining. How many 6s in 12? You have 2. Okay, so 720. So each one of these angles here, all the way around the shape, all the way around, equal 120 degrees. Okay, now this is an angle on a point, so all the way around should add up to 360. So if you do 120 add 90, okay, you got 0, 9 add 2 is 11, so you've got 210. And then you need to subtract this 210, I'm just going to come over here, from 360. Okay, because it's angles on a point, it's going, change the colour of my pen. Don't know if that's going to work. Oh yeah. It's going all the way around, so that's 360 degrees. Okay. So 360 subtract 210. So our 210 came from the 90 degrees here and the 120 degrees here. So nothing from nothing is still nothing. 1 from 6 is 5. 2 from 3 is 1. So Y equals 150 degrees. Okay. Right, this one I've got a regular polygon inside another polygon. Okay, this external, shall we say, shape has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So that is a pentagon. My internal has got 1, 2, 3. So that is a regular triangle. In a regular triangle, each angle here is 60 degrees, okay, because 180 divided by your 3 angles equals 60, okay. Now in a regular pentagon, if I look back at my chart, pentagon, 5 sides, sum of interior angles is 540. So I've got 540. I've got to divide it by each interior, how many interior angles I've got. Okay, so it's a 5-sided shape, so it's got 5. So how many 5s in 5? 1. How many 5s go into 4? You can't fit any. 4 remains in. How many 5s into 40 is 8. Okay, so each one of these angles here is 108. Now, Y is covering part of this, but that's part of a full angle. Okay, so my whole purple bit here, which is this angle, it's getting hard to see, equals 108. But they're asking me what Y is worth. Now I already know this bit here is worth 60, so I need to subtract 60 from 180. 108, sorry. So 108, subtract 60, nothing from 8 is 8, 6 from 0, can't do, that's now 4. So Y equals 48. Just to go over that bit because it's quite complicated. They've got this regular triangle here. The internal angles in a regular triangle are all 60 degrees each, okay, because 180 divided by 3 is 60. In a regular pentagon, each angle is 108. So this whole bit here, my purple angle is trying to show you that, is 108 degrees. This part here is worth 60 because it's in my triangle. So the remaining angle I can find by taking 60 away from 108 to give me 48. Okay, next question. Right, so I need to look at my shapes first. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 5 pentagons. I've just said on the other slide, this angle here on a pentagon is 108. Okay, so that angle there is 108. That angle there is 108. Once again, my angles are on a point. Okay, because they go around in a circle. Yeah, so I've got this bit, and this bit. I'm trying to find my remaining bit here. So I need to subtract 3 lots of 108 from 360. Now if I partition that, I can work this out in my head. So 3 times 100 is 300. 3 times 8 is 24. 8, 16, 24. So I've got 324. And I need to subtract that from 360. Okay, so I can't take away 4 from 0. So let's make that 6. 2 from 5 is 3, 0. So Y equals 36 degrees. And this one